There's a lot of different things you could be doing here on Christmas Day here, still for most. For spending your time here with us. Oh, do I not have a battle board selected for this one? That's sad. Need to get a sweet battle board for this deck. You can find a sweet one to put on here. Still covering my health total. Good lord, this deck is huge. It's the one well unkeepable here. The Sapphire Ice Well of Retribution, just the, you call it a classic opener. Just, alright, sweets for play against Ruby Sapphire sockets, looks like, but it also took a mulligan. Sapphire Ice, gross. Alright, so we're gonna Fate Weave a resource with this, because this doesn't currently make a threshold for us, because we need a blood or diamond in order to get something out of this, so hopefully we draw something that makes a blood or a diamond, and then this will do work for us. Oh lordy, turn to Animus. Oh god. Oh god. I'm just gonna like sit and contemplate my decisions that have ended me here for a moment. How many resources were in our deck that punish us there? Exactly the third and fourth Sapphire Ice. Every other shard in our deck, we had 2 Sapphire Ices and a second, well, so we're 3 resources that were bad for us. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play the next game. Feels like a dingler. No magic today, Dazer. MG GeoTraders is closed for today, so I can't borrow cards from them. Alright, so Stalking Quarry is more than good. It's great. I put these in my deck here. Whenever you draw this, it gets -2 cost. Sign me up. Runebind doesn't seem particularly good, does it? I guess it like kind of buys me tempo. They're also like, these shard calls might just be bad. It might just be worse than playing 12 ice, in all honesty. I need to play with and without Shardcall and get a feel for it. The build that won the 5 shards was not playing Shardcall, so maybe it just doesn't need it. This feels like a proper Monday, right? Let's just do that. I'm just gonna cut through Runebind and bring in... I wonder if this is a Hyperborean Huntmaster matchup. Just because he can fog an attack. All the cards are so small. Just 4 shards. Can only play one of the 3 cards in my hand that's a non-shard. We've truly created a masterpiece here, chat. I just want everyone to appreciate how beautiful this deck is. This one has my Mirror Breaker in it, so we're gonna keep. This is one of the upsides of splashing black in this basically base Diamond Sapphire deck, is we get to play Stalking Quarry against other sockets decks. This is a big upside. No Sentry on 1 this time. It's good for us. Can I get a blood? Can I get a blood? Alright. Gonna play this out. Sapphire, place Altar of Nulzann. Hope you just rip a blood like a professional. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Hello, Jacob Jeffrey.
You're going to bed.
Okay, there's a Shardcall. It means we're gonna get to hit them with our Underworld Crusader next turn, which feels good. Probably Stalking Quarry relatively on curve.
Okay, go see Daddy. Really wants to see you.
Jacob, can you come here, bud? Not treating these. We are gonna get a new Karn. I'm excited. I'm gonna hold this Shardcall for now since I drew the blood naturally, because that gives us the ability to undo a Runebind on command down the line. I think I'm gonna hold this back for now. I feel like I'm okay with the board just coming to a stall since I have the Stalking Quarry to get him. I wonder if I'm supposed to... No, these have speed in them, so I wonder if I'm supposed to put speed in here, but I can't because the other guys have speed. We're gonna do that to my, and again, bonus for holding the Shardcall. So we'll play the Shardcall, get a resource. Again, okay, just like letting these boards build, so I'm gonna get to Stalking Quarry them next turn. Sure. Deal. All right, what is it? Is this a concession quarry? How do we feel about this? What do we think? Concession quarry, like even money concession quarry. Did you like those cards, opponent? How'd you feel about those? You weren't too attached to them, were you? Opponent giving it the college best over there. This deck is certainly doing powerful things. It's real strong.
Buddy, mommy has to go upstairs.
I'm gonna steal this.
What is the problem? Why are you so mean to me?
Hey Jacob, come here. Alright, there we go. We gave it the college bets, but they were pretty done and out when we 4-for-1 them and then played a 15 power guy. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with what we did. I could see getting another Runebind in here, just like a tempo play, especially on the draw, but I think this is fine. We were able to play all of our powerful cards and kind of went over the top there.
Ow. You're so cute. You're a Christmas. How adorable.
Is that what putting the hat on? It makes him a Christmas demon?
He's adorable in this hat.
Alright, chat.
Show the internet how cute you are in this hat. Tell the internet Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna keep chat. We need a Christmas miracle for this hand to pan out, but Declan, are you gonna give us a Christmas miracle?
Merry Christmas.
Are you gonna be our Christmas miracle, Declan? Dad needs some ice, okay? It's Christmas, give us some ice. Oh, he wants another hat.
Okay. Show the internet how cute your kids are.
They can see him.
I can't. Stay here.
Alright, it's not like we're not playing this out. Let's play this. Pass the turn here. Look, we're planning on playing the well for no threshold, okay? Well, that's what we're doing. It's not a good life, but this is the life we're leading. Okay, we hit a shard. I'm gonna put another resource on top of my deck here. I'm gonna go ahead and play this Crusader out on defense. Look at that. Look at how perfect the thresholds in our deck are, chat. Do you all appreciate how perfect the thresholds in our deck are right now? We're going to go Animus into Naagaan Lapidary next turn. Alright, well now we get to go Animus into Warpsteel into Emsee, right? I want a resource or a non-resource here? I probably want a resource actually, right? Because the next turn I can go this into this into this. What a silly game. Okay. They hit a shard yet? They did, but it's a slow shard. Okay. Hopefully we had a non-slow shard here, so we can go Altar Lapidary Scout. If we miss on a slow shard, we probably need to go Lapidary. Okay, sweet. Don't even have to think about it. Let's do this. Do this. Because like these boards keep building, but our hand just stays full, and at some point, we're gonna draw a... At some point, we're gonna get to draw a oh, what's it called, right? That stupid... What's the stupid card called? The Mirror Breaker, right? We've got a bunch of those in our deck. We've got a Runebind to protect it now. They are missing a second ruby for banning. No, like they probably Fate Wove a resource here though, right? They had another non-ruby. We're gonna hit the sweeper here at some point. Alright. How big can you go, opponent? Now remember, if they can't kill us on the attack, they need to whittle our board down so they're not dead in this. They're actually just dead in the air, right? So they're gonna need to pressure us this turn because we've got exactly 17 in the sky if they don't have a Runebind here. Hey, Eddie with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much. 7-month resubscription. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. There's no reason to play this out. I'm gonna attack them in the sky here. These are my monsters. My monsters fly. Alright, I have another Runebind, sure. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. Grab another shard here. We get to replay. This, which triggers and makes all of our things larger again here. Then pass the turn. And to not die this turn. I like making them have double Runebind there. I think that was the correct line. You want a different show? You want sheep? This is probably going to be a smash face because they're dead otherwise. What you thinking, buddy? Gobble. 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 How big? 3/3. Jump block. Yeah, opponent's just. Opponent knows they're very dead. I don't know what that means. You have your tablet right in front of you. So after your little stumble and fumble that first game, you came back to win that match. The deck's really powerful when it's able to play its cards. Hey, what's up? You need... Oh, you want your track set up? There you go. Go. I don't know where this piece goes. You need the car? Car for it? So this one is Jake's. God, just... I'll work art. Seems pretty good, right? Needs a Sapphire, but... We have a non-resource at the top. I'm doing the best with what I got, JW. I don't know if I missed it. I think I caught Edibee, but Edibee, if I didn't, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Man, if we when they're playing the Blood Sapphire list that I posted the other day. It's a Shard of Cunning. Big decent for us. Have that. Play the Sentry. This Animus is now cost 2. We get to play this, make our blood, and then go Animus, hold Runebind next turn. Takahiro, taking no prisoners here. No Withering Gaze is pretty good. Well, that's just silly, right? They're rune binding my Animus. Okay. Sure. I am not going to play out another Animus then. Just going to go ahead and pass the turn. Go Shard Massacre here. I guess I'm a little sad. Not really though, right? If we had a Shard here, we're in a pretty insane spot. Or a Shardcall. It's a hero fall here. could Runebind this and then like play this, just get 2 more triggers. I think I'm up for that. Normally you don't want to Runebind the actual piece of removal, but rather you want to... Oh, you know what? I wonder if I was just supposed to let that happen and then like champ power that Animus back. Yeah, that's probably what was supposed to. It didn't really matter. Like, most of our roads led to Rome there. Decree of Banishing is pretty terrible. Confounding Ire is pretty excellent. Want these Verdict of the Ancient Kings too? Maybe. Declan Scott. Don't break Jake's toy. Don't break Jake's toy. Thank you. Look it. Here's your box, Declan. Here's the box, right there. Here's the other one. There you go. There you go. They're gonna race, yep. I feel like I want these verdicts. That's probably enough. I want this extra altar, right? 10 out of 10 want this extra altar. From Grimskull Tactician, maybe. Is this better than one of my other things? That's probably true. And cut like a random other socketed card, like a Duskwing Scout, maybe. Yeah, like that. Abomination in here. Oh, lordy. Never mind, JK. It's okay. It's okay.
My car.
You know how to make the cars work. You just showed me you know how. So missing a blood, but we've got 2 Fate Weaves here, so I think that's fine. Lead on this. One of the things that's kind of interesting about this Tri-sHard deck is that, like, the ice are pseudo-fixing, right? Like, they find us more resources, and more resources means better thresholds on average a lot of the time, which is an interesting, like... That's unfortunate. Alright, second verse, same as the first. If we get a non-slow shard, next turn we can go Emsee plus hold Runebind, which is pretty good. If opponent's playing the configuration that I posted, that means that there's a full 4 Stalking Quarry in their board. That's pretty good. That's a librarian that's just gonna beat us down. What do I want to do here? Is it just like Crusader beep beep? It might just be Crusader into Giddy Up. I feel like we probably can't beat this. This is gonna be a tough nut to crack. There's gonna draw a card off of our deck every turn too. Gonna block her back, sure. So this hits us. They get to look at the top 4 cards of our deck. They put 1 in their hand and they discard the rest. Literally buried all the resources. Okay. Hey, Altar, 19-month resubscription. Merry Christmas. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I do appreciate the continued support. This Grimskull Tactician out. Exhaust down this Depth Crawler. missed a shard drop, didn't they? They buried a bunch of shards off the top of my deck and then missed a shard drop. That seems a little greedy. Haunting Cry, sure. Damn, that is very... Hey! Hey! Yeah, I see you. Your brother is playing very nicely. Do not hit him in the head. What's going on, Pythrion? Merry Christmas to you. You and yours. I see you over there. This is probably going to be the last match. I fired up because Jake was napping, but there's a reason why I don't stream when both of them are up. Just a friendly reminder to all my regulars out there, my stream schedule is going to be different for the next 2 weeks because Jake's going to be home from school. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, did he retaliate back because you were being mean to him? Maybe you shouldn't be mean to him. Sell tickets or take. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's illegal. No, you're not taking my cup. What are the odds they quad block my Grimskull? Probably pretty high. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah. Wow, they're taking 4. That seems greedy. Alright, so we'll do this. These become 3/1s. I guess that's the liability. There's a Well of Retribution they took from us. See if I'm getting hit by this again. Whoa! What a blowout! They took my Emsee? What a dagger. What a dagger. Alright, let's Spiritbound Vicar here. Make my dork slightly larger. Smash. I could have a Runebind or a Strangle here. Just jumps, okay. Pass the turn here again. Hopefully this Runebind's enough to have us not end up dead this turn. I didn't board in the Stalking Quarry, and you're right, it would be. I ended up not having room. It's kind of crazy that we're in this game. They've been drawing an extra card off our deck for a long time, and I feel like we're still just, like, not just dead. They need, like, Quarry plus defense for it this turn, right? And they know they're in trouble. They're digging here. Yeah, even naive lucky. I almost feel like if I get to ready this next turn, maybe am I just supposed to, like... Am I supposed to, like, hold up infinite interaction here? Am I just supposed to just, like, beat them with these and, like... be like, yo, dog, come at me? Like, what are the odds I lose with like Runebind plus double Ire up? Pretty low, right? Feels pretty low. There you go. I think I just like let them. Yeah, I think I just let them like have all their cards. Be like, all right, yeah, your turn. This is my beat my 3 interrupts. And like, if they do eventually beat my 3 interrupts, I get to just like kill them. I guess these 3/1s are like a lot of pressure, right? And like, depending on how aggressive they get here, they can get in trouble. This is fine, right? If you could DM it to me, Admiral Vortex, I'll take a peek at it after the stream. I generally don't look at deck lists during the stream. So, are they dead? I'm gonna, if I Runebind this, they could go block, block, and then take 5. So if I draw a shard, if I Runebind this and then I draw a shard, they die. Is that reasonable? Not too aggressive. That's probably fine. It's not a shard. Sentry does it, right? I do this. I do this, and then they can block these two, and they're gonna take exactly 7 here. Yep, got him. Ha! Got him. I think I've calmed the beasts. All right, we're gonna attempt one more here before we call it a Christmas. Hey, don't hit your brother with the straw. And I felt like we were kind of out of that game for a little while, but I feel like the turn my opponent chose to like not take a shard with their librarian and be a little bit greedy, they like allowed themselves to get like just far enough behind that I was able to catch up. Things I've never had to say in my life, right? Parenting really just changes your entire world. It opens up whole new possibilities of things you have to say that you're like, man, I shouldn't have to say this, but stop it. Cut it out. What are you doing? So one of the things I want to keep track of is like how often the shard calls are relevant. Are they worse than just like playing slightly more ice? Do they feel like they're adding consistency to our deck, etc., etc.? This deck's definitely real in the context of the cards that it's playing. The question is the consistency there with the resource base to make you allow you to be able to consistently play your cards and reasonably on curve? Peace, Altar. Have a good evening. This is the last of the cereal bites. Oh, I forgot to put a battle board on. I'm so bad at this. Forgot to put a battle board on. Nope. Oh. 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 I'm just, I feel like it's Christmas, and because it's Christmas, I can keep these hands. It's not like every day is Christmas, but today's Christmas, so I can be lucky today of all days, right? We won't get punished for keeping this. Oh no! Oh no! Hand's really good with a couple of resources. It's a great Hearthstone hand. I'm just gonna, can we replace Marty with someone who believes? I need you to believe in Christmas miracles, Marty. I feel like you don't believe in Christmas quite hard enough. Look at that. Look at that. I believe in miracles. Man, we hit a Sapphire next turn, get to go Animus into Grimskull into Underworld Crusader. I believe. Diamond. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What a terrible mistake I've made. God, these wells have been so bad. Quick, believe harder. Everybody, you just gotta believe harder. We did technically get a diamond. God bless that block there. That's the real Christmas miracle. The real Christmas miracle is the block that just happened. The real Christmas miracle is we're about to win this game, chat, so I'd appreciate if we could simmer down with the sass. I would appreciate it if we could cut the sass, because we're about to win this game. Animus. Grimskull Tactician. Trigger. Exhaust you. Acolyte. Trigger. Non-resource. Exhaust you. All I want for Christmas is 2 sentries and an Animus. Ain't that the gosh darn truth? That's rude. Am I supposed to play all these cards out of my hand now? Wow, that's an aggressive attack. Well, they're real dead. They were real dead regardless, but now they're really real dead. Alright, alrighty. Certainly an Altar out matchup. But all of them out though, it's probably a Hyperborean Huntmaster in matchup. Not sure I'm an Altar or Runebind. Probably just another Altar. Drawing 1 Altar is probably fine. Yeah, I just need the people in chat that just like don't understand believing to just like believe a little bit more. It's Christmas. On today of all days, I really need you to just like put your faith in us and the crappy resource base that we are playing and understand that we're gonna get there. And if we don't, Christmas is a lie. So of course we're gonna get there because Christmas is real and it is a Christmas miracle. We don't have to win the game, we just gotta draw the resources we want. God bless Marty, God bless us, everyone. Look at this big, beautiful hand. This big, beautiful hand. That's true. Marty's paid for like an entire month of perfect shit talking. Maybe more. Maybe probably a year's worth of shit talking. God, what did this hand need to be better? Turn 1 Sentry? Always choose to be on the draw if Sentry's your 8th card, ladies and gentlemen. Always choose to be on the draw if Sentry is your 8th card. Need to mulligan for functioning ad Ryvik with the real talk. That's kind of sad. Means I can't play an Emsee this turn. Get a free block here. I guess if I rip a Sapphire. God, what is it? What is it like being a powerful wizard? I think I'm just playing this and smashing, and then like next turn I'll go slow shard for Sapphire, Emsee, Runebind your dork. That seems fine. Like lets me get my aggro on. It's probably gonna flip up and make a Valor here. I wonder if they're gonna trade your Crusaders again. The freest of blocks. Smashy, smashy. Okay, yep. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna put a non-resource on top of my deck. So one of the little things that makes this deck really powerful is that you'll notice that my Underworld Crusader still says 2 cost here while it's in my discard pile. And the reason for that is this Sentry modifier is your socketed troops in all zones have that cost reduction, which means that my Underworld Crusader can actually be gotten back with my champion power, which is pretty huge. Alright, Wise Magistrate's a little annoying. We're gonna attack with this to start. Yeah, Karn's running for Senate in 2018. Hey, here Tick with the 5-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. So one of the little things I get to do here to play around this Wise Magistrate is, I wonder if I was supposed to smash with this. I get to play this and then bring this Crusader back. It's possible I should have just done this pre-combat and just like been as aggressive as possible here. Arcing Rust. Well, that's very rude, opponent. So this is actually a pretty big mistake on my opponent's part here. My Bishop Elijah power checks upon activation and resolution that its targets are valid. So if my opponent would have killed my Sentry in response to my Bishop Elijah activation there, I actually wouldn't have gotten my Underworld Crusader back to my hand. So it's a pretty sizable mistake on my opponent's part. They could have just like denied us having this Underworld Crusader in play. It's a little thing that's good to know about Bishop and these Sentries. That's a cum dragon. Getting ready to jizz on my face. Oh, I forgot that makes a thing when it attacks. Well, there's a pretty sizable mistake on my part. Gave my opponent a free Candlekin. It's not quite as big as a free Underworld Crusader, but it's definitely a mistake. Definitely a mistake. So I'm gonna do this. I can't Emsee and Animus this turn because of Wise Magistrate. Which is why I played the slow shard. Am I just pressuring with this? Yeah, I think so. If they have removal or they rip a shard, just like I need them to have shards in hand and then like draw a non-shard that's not removal this turn. We need a lot of things to go right for us here. Okay, Hardened Crusader. So that's gonna fate weave a resource to the top here almost certainly. Oh, I know they have a Valor in their hand. Okay, that's really not a big deal, right? I get to like trade here. They're just holding it back. Deal. Alright, so Dragon's gonna get to swing again next turn. I'm gonna go and attack with this. Yeah, certainly. 12. I'm supposed to leave this back to check their Ardent Crusader. What do you think of Xentoth's Hunger? Card's fine. I've played it off and on in the Ruby or the Blood X Taka decks I've been playing. Just the dragon. That's a good swing. Another Crusader. Okay, so they probably Fate Wove a Shard to the top of their deck so they can banner next turn. I think I'm going to attack with both of these and then play this Emsee post-combat. Probably a pretty good non-zero chance I'm dead here. So if you're just starting on the ladder, the combat-based aggressive decks are the cheap in terms of dollar-wise decks to build. So the lower lengths of the ladder definitely have far more aggressive decks than non-aggressive decks because they're just cost efficient to build. If you look at the bash event that we get full amounts of data for, there's a pretty good diverse selection of archetypes, but the ladder kinds of lends itself not only because they're cheaper in terms of dollars, but also because how quickly they're able to win matches, that the aggressive deck's just a little bit better suited for the ladder on average a lot of the time. I think I'm just going to set my shards up here kind of nice. We get to Fate Weave a resource with this, and then these shard calls will set us up for a nice, smooth resource base this game. And then hopefully just get to run them down with these Runebinds and these Warpsteel and this Underworld Crusader. Intrepid Conjure on one. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Alright, so I'll get a Sapphire with this. Put down a Blood with this guy. I mean, the aggro decks are even cheaper than that, Exlington. Like, the budget Candles deck has gotten so many people into Cosmic this season, it's like $15. So, like, a $15 deck versus, like, a $150 control deck, like, those are magnitudes different, right? Like, in terms of how much they cost in terms of dollars. We're going to lead on Warpsteel here. Put a guaranteed non-resource on top of my deck. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another resource here. I don't have any double thresholds in my deck, right? Nope. Yeah, but like a lot of people on the ladder aren't playing optimal lists. Like especially when once you get to the point where like, hey, Exterminator with the brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here, and I appreciate that the next level of support. Merry Christmas, mate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, now I'm just gonna Crusader and beat them down, right? Hopefully they just have a bunch of Arcing Rusts in their hand, just like we haven't drawn any artifacts this game, just by happenstance. And I feel like once you get to the... Hey! Shooba-dooba-doo! With the brand new Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I appreciate that. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way this month. It's a pretty good one. Give them a target for their Arcing Rust. Not a very good target, but, you know, a target. Spiritbound Vicar makes all of our socketed troops bigger here. So, on the back of these Runebinds, we should be able to lock this game up pretty tightly here, I think. Like, smash. I feel like they probably have multiple Arcing Rusts here, which we saw this earlier when we were playing the Arcing Rust deck against the Sockets deck, just like... Sometimes the Sockets deck just doesn't draw artifacts. You have these Arcing Rusts, which is just like this really powerful reserves card that's just like sitting in your hand like, Livanth. I think I'm actually just gonna let this happen. I have this Decree of Banishing here, so if they want to make a candle that gets the chump block of 5/5, that's fine. I'm just gonna take the dragon off the table. I could Runebind this, but I think this is fine. Do I want to play this altar out? Probably. Well, I guess if I just hold these Runebinds up, I probably can't lose, right? They're going to 8. Yeah, I'm just going to hold the Runebinds up. They should be dead. Just, like, not get this Decree of Banishing. Nope. Stop it. Stop it. And they're dead. Alright, I think I'm gonna go hang out with the kids since Jake and Declan are both up for a little while more before they go to bed for the evening. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Thank you and welcome to the new subscribers. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Marty Punker again for his very, very generous donation there. And yeah, this Tri-sHard deck is sweet. We're definitely gonna play this some more this week. I think this is one of the picks for one of the decks that I want to like work on going into the bash, and the CCS is coming up here in 2 weeks. So this deck, it's definitely doing powerful things. The question is, can we make the resource base bearable? Is Shardcall good? Like these are the questions I want to answer. Peace, folks, and everyone have a good one. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that jazz. Let's find someone to give a host to.